بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. The master of ceremony, I will ask you next time, please don't praise me a lot, because all praises belong to Allah. And when you are praised too much, you might miss the path of Allah. Our distinguished, both international and local Islamic scholars, our religious leaders, the chairman of Sufi, the chairman of the NAMLEF, former members of parliament and senators, the Ansar al-Sunnah group led by my dear brother, our elder, and the man who stands for da'wah in this city, Sheikh Generali. I was in Riyadh and he kept on calling me, and I was telling him and Sheikh Saeed Ragi, that WhatsApp doesn't work in Riyadh. The only thing that works there is something called Botim, and I don't have it. But he was calling me for this very important third session of Sheikh Ali Sufi International Qiraat. I am very happy it's happening the third time. This Qiraat or memorization, our brother, this is the first time you are in Kenya, Victor, happens in every village. It happens in every county. It happens in every city during the month of Ramadan. But this one that has grown every year brings all our international qiraats and reciters. This year I am told there are 44 from 25 different nationalities. Takbir. Takbir. Those of us who are in this country and who profess the Islamic religion, we are a blessed one. We teach our children and they memorize the Quran at a very early age in Kenya. By 5 years, they have memorized the Quran. By the time they are going to the secular education, our children have memorized the Quran and they have learned the basic tenets of Islam. Quran, the recitation of the Quran is the food of the soul. When I go to Mecca or I go to the masjid on Friday, if you go early and you start reading the Quran, in less than 1 hour you see people want to sleep. It's because they didn't sleep the previous night, but because it nourishes the body. In this country of ours, I stand here as I represent government. This is one of the countries in our region and in Africa where the tolerance level among many religions is very high. And I'm saying it with authority because I was a leader of 349 members of parliament, where Muslims were only 53. And they could help me pass laws that were in conformity with the Islamic religion. And that's why today we have Islamic insurance. We have Islamic banks in this country, with Islamic products. It is only in this country you find where we are a minority. But during the referendum that gave birth to a new constitution, because I don't want to talk much, but I want to talk to our international guests to hear. During the referendum of 2010, our votes were little, but our voice were very strong. And we convinced our brothers and sisters who we live together in harmony and in peace that we want to run our affairs more so in terms of inheritance, divorce and marriage in accordance with Islam. And it's the only constitution in the world I have seen where Islamic provisions are there. And we have a Qadi's court within the judicial system in our country. Articles of the Constitution forbid anybody to be discriminated on the basis of religion. Our women, our girls are allowed to wear hijab from any tender age. In fact, nearly all the foods in our country, I think now are halal. Even our other brothers of other faith. But we want to thank you very much, our international Muslim scholars. We watch you. We hear you through the social media, through the mainstream media. But in my community and in Africa, they say it's better to see sometimes than hear. Dr. Zakir, I am sure there are many people in Kenya and in East Africa who wanted to see you physically. And tonight, and I'm sure when we do the many Islamic functions you're going to take, we really want to welcome you. I want to thank our brother, our Mufti Sheikh Abdul Rashid, and all the other scholars for making this international Quran competition a success. I have been attending all the 3 sessions, and every year it's getting better, the setup. A time when I sleep, the last thing I always tweet as a minister is an ayah from the Quran. And one time somebody asked me, "You are a minister, why are you doing this?" And I said, "What's wrong with that? First, I am a Muslim. Then I am a minister of the Republic of Kenya. And when I talk to our women, and I'm sure they are hearing me, and our girls, you don't be ashamed of wearing the hijab. We have challenges. I will say that in the Somali language, who are sitting here majority. But I really want to thank you. We are in a country, I am in a government that believes in the existence of the Almighty God. When my president goes to church on Sunday, I always tell him I'll also go to the mosque. And he tells me, take my salams to the Muslims. During the Eid, days, we have a public holiday here. We are given public holiday, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitri. And I really want to thank, that has come because of the Muslim organization, Jamia Mosque, Namlef, Council of Imams, our great ulamas. I always say, if Sheikh Umar calls me and I am in a meeting, unless it is cabinet, I will stop what I am doing and I will look for Sheikh Umar. I have a lot of respect for our sheikhs and our religious leaders because they are the ones who are taking us to the right path.